I didn't even want to try toast. And they were like, oh, you could try like tea without milk. I didn't even want to try anything because at this point I was just scared to try, you know. So they were like, do you know what? We're going to put the fluid for about 8 hours. We're going to see how you get on. If you feel a lot more better, then you can go home. So I'm one of those people who believe, like I believe that you recover a lot more better when you are at home. Personally, that's just my opinion. I feel like the comfort of your own home, the people around you help you recover a bit better. Not to say that you can't recover in hospital. I just feel like the comfort of your own home is always better. So I don't necessarily want to stay in hospital if I don't have to. So I said to them, okay, is there any way that I can come out today? And the doctor's like, no, do you know what? Let's just wait. Let's see how you are because you are quite poorly. You know, let's just keep you in. Anyway, 8 hours came, 8 hours went, nothing happened. They were like, yeah, I mean, not nothing happened, but they basically just said, no, we're going to keep an eye on you. Let's just keep you overnight. So I stayed overnight. And then in the morning, I was feeling a lot more better. I asked again if I can go home, and they said, yeah, you can go home. So I went home, and it literally became a routine for me to go home for like 2 days, go back into hospital for like 2 days, or some days 3 days, or I'll go into hospitals for a day to get infused because I needed my water. I'll go home and like we'll try at home to like encourage me to drink as much as I could. Some days with hyperemesis on Denstrone actually wasn't working. I started vomiting again. I would vomit and vomit and vomit and vomit and vomit to the point where I'm now vomiting green bile. And green bile, you know what bile is. It's the green fluid that you have in your stomach. It's quite acidic and is there to help you digest your food. And I was now vomiting it because my stomach was empty and there was nothing in my stomach for me to vomit. So the best thing for me to vomit is the green bile in your stomach. And the green bile, have you seen my face? If you've never vomited green bile, you don't want to, okay? It is the most bitter, acidic, like it burns your throat, and it is so bitter. Just thinking about it makes my skin crawl. Like it's so acidic, it's so bitter, it's so disgusting. So now I'm having to vomit the green bile, and I'm just thinking to myself, Lord Jesus, where are you? Like, what is happening to me? Like, I would vomit so many times during the day that there was nothing left in my belly, and I would literally just have the gagging motion when it's just like, literally, like just doing that. And obviously, even just doing that leaves me drained. Like, I'm ready to just be like, look, just put me to sleep for like a week. Like, it's just, I couldn't. So my mom was like, you know what, we're going back to the hospitals because this is not normal. They need to find another solution. They need to give you another medication. So obviously we go back into the hospitals and I'm like, yeah, I'm vomiting green bile. And I know that because it's acidic, there's a likelihood of the acid giving you belly ulcers. And then my mouth started feeling really sore. So I started to get mouth ulcers. Just because I would vomit bile so frequently. And I went into hospitals again, the same consultant, bless his cotton socks, bless his heart, he was amazing, absolutely, truly amazing with me. I was extremely anxious at the time as well and really, really worried. And he would reassure me, do you know what, baby girl is taking everything from you, baby girl is fine. And I could frankly put it this way, baby girl is taking everything she needs and she's potentially leaving you for dead, right? It was still comforting to know that, you know what, as a mom and as a parent, I'm doing my best, and I know I'm going through whatever that I'm going through, but it's just comforting to know that she's taking all the nutrients that she needs, and that's okay, you know? He was like, okay, cool, let's give you a medication that would protect the lining of your stomach, because obviously you are vomiting bile and it is quite acidic and it can have an effect on the lining of your stomach. So they decided to give me a drug called ranitidine, and ranitidine obviously protects your lining of your stomach. They gave it to me through an IV again, and guess what happened to Bijou? Bijou decided to have another allergic reaction. So I couldn't have ranitidine. And honestly, prior to this, I was not allergic to nothing. And I only found out I was allergic to all these different medication during this condition. Like, what is this condition? Like, who even created it, honestly? So they gave me another drug. I can't even remember what the drug is now. They gave me another drug, which obviously helped at the time. And then I stayed into the hospitals, and literally it just became a habit of going into the hospital, being infused, coming back out, feeling a little bit better, going back in again. It was just, in that time, like, my mental health was at its lowest. I kid you not. Most of the time I am a positive person. I like to have positive thoughts, and I feel like your thoughts, whatever that you do think, can manifest into real life. Like, I'm a true believer in that. And it wasn't that like I couldn't think positively at the time. It was just hard for me to think positive. Like, it was just very much like, oh my God, why am I going through this? Like, why me? Why am I going through this? Like I said before, it is debilitating. So I was unable to do anything for myself, guys. Like, when I'm telling you the severity of how bad things got, it got so bad, my mum would have to bath me. Just talking about it just brings so much memory. So my mum would bath me, my mum would brush my teeth for me, my mum would dress me, and my mum will come and feed me. It was just that bad. And obviously my partner was at work, and then when he finished work, he would come, he would do exactly the same thing, or give my mum a bit of a break, and he gets on with what he needs to do. And it was just such a horrible time. And I thank my family, I thank my partner, I thank my in-laws, I thank my friends who was around me. My friend Sharifa would come and bring me kiwis, because that's the only thing that I could eat. I only wanted sour things. I wanted sour things. My mum would make me sour leaf soup, which in if you are Congolese, it's called ngai ngai. So she'll make me ngai ngai soup, she'll blend it, and she'll make it into like a soup consistency, and I'll take that soup, no fufu, no cassava, no plantain, nothing, no rice. Where? Which rice? You know, which plantain? And I love plantain. Which sandwich? Like, no, Hyperemesis does not want you to eat, okay? I'm going to try and insert a picture of me that my brother took when I was like laying in that bed, and I'm going to try and insert it over here. And as you can see from this picture, I'm literally skin on bones. And God, only God can really help us all, honestly. And my friend came to see me, Sharifa came and saw me, and she absolutely screamed. Like, she screamed. She was like, oh, because I got up, I had like shorts on, and I got up and she was just like, what? Like, Bijou, like she was quiet, like her mouth was open for like, she just frozen. That's just to show you and to tell you how much this condition can affect you. But I am here to tell you that is not the end of you. I'm here to tell you there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm here to tell you that you will pull through. And I know at this moment in time, if you are going through with it, or you know someone who's going through with it, tell them they are going to pull through. Tell them to believe that they are going to come out at the other end of the tunnel feeling great, right? I remember one night I felt extremely low, extremely tired, extremely lethargic. Nothing would stay down. I was really uncomfortable. I couldn't turn it. I'll turn around, I'll be achy. I'll turn this way. I couldn't sleep on my front because obviously baby's in the way, and it was just a lot. And I started like being really anxious. As a family, you know, we are Christians and we do believe in the Lord, and we prayed a lot. And my mum came home, and I literally remember this like it was yesterday. Actually, I was feeling so weak, and I remember I messaged my partner just saying, I don't know, I'm not right. Like, I'm not right within myself. I'm not right. I don't feel right. So I started obviously crying and saying, I don't know what's going on. Like, do you know when you just let your emotion get the better of you, because you're just in that thought, that negative thought process, and you're thinking to yourself, what the hell? Like, I can't, like, even just, guys, even just breathing, like I would breathe and breathe back out and my ribs would hurt because I was just so weak. And I started panicking, and I rang my mum and said, Mum, can you come upstairs? My mum was holding my hand, and I remember telling my mum that if worse comes to worse, and you know, you lot have to choose, then choose her, my baby, and just let me go. And even just saying that kind of like, oh, makes me a little bit emotional. And my mum was like, no, that's not going to happen. We are going to sit here. We are going to pray about it. My mum held my right hand. My partner held my other hand. My sister was in the room. My brother was in the room. And we was just praying for a miracle, praying for me not to fall like this, praying for God's guidance, praying for God's Holy Spirit to just come down and just change my thought process, because I genuinely felt like this is it, this is the end of me. I genuinely felt like I am dying, and I'm going, because I was even struggling to even just breathe, and that in itself was like, whoa. And my mum was like, you are not going. I was crying, my partner was crying, my mum was crying. It was just a lot. And we, as a family, overcame the situation, overcame this condition, and we prayed a lot. I just got enough rest. I would sleep for long hours of the day, hence why I didn't really want to see anybody. Even family members, I didn't really want to see family members, apart from like my in-laws, obviously. Like friends, not really. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just don't want to see anybody. Like, you're just so low. All you want to see is your mum and your partner and your brothers and sisters. Like, honestly, that's all I wanted to see. So we got to about, thank God, we got to about 5 months. I started feeling a little more better. I would now eat, bread and ham, no butter, just, those dry bread. When you go to the shop and you find a ham sandwich and it has no butter. A ham sandwich was the deal back then. Ham sandwich, no butter, that's what I would eat. Morning, breakfast and lunch. Obviously, I'll continue eating my kiwi. About 5 months and a half, I'm going to insert a picture over here. And this is a picture of me at 5 months and a half. And we actually decided to go out. So a friend of mine unfortunately lost his dad. So I really wanted to be there for him. And I know I was going through what I was going through, but it was still important for me to be there for him. So my sister was like, yeah, right, do you know what, Beej? We're going to get ready. We're going to, dolt ourselves up. And I know you're feeling a little bit better. I'm going to come with you. We're going to go. So I got ready. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to take a picture. Let's remember it, let's remember it for memory's sake. And that was one of the days where I felt a lot more better. And I actually managed to go out with my sister, which was really, really, really nice. And it started kind of like easing off. My spitting eased off because one of my mum's friends suggested that I ate chewing gum. Actually, I think it's my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law suggested that I ate start eating chewing gum. So as soon as I started eating chewing gum, it was like magic. The chewing gum stopped the spitting completely. I started feeling a lot more better. I would eat like small quantity of food, which helped me dramatically. And then around 6 months and a half, it completely went. So I had hyperemesis from the get-go when I found that I was pregnant, up until 6 months and a half, like close to 7 months. That's when it stopped. So I was carrying really small because obviously I wasn't really eating. But she was a healthy baby. She was fine. She was growing fine. The scan was showing that she was growing fine. At about 8 months, I decided to have a baby shower just because I felt like, you know what, it's time for me to celebrate. If I do find pictures, I'm going to insert my baby shower pictures over here. I put on a bit of weight. I was eating. I was enjoying food. All was good. And my daughter actually decided to come at 8 months and a half. So she was an early baby. She wanted to see and meet her beautiful family. She wanted to see us. She was ready and excited and she couldn't wait to be there for 10 months. Because pregnancy is 10 months, as we know. She was born really tiny, small little thing, bless her cotton socks. She weighed 2.2 kilo. I don't know what it is in pounds. I'm going to try and get it in pounds over somewhere here and tell you what it is in pounds. She was like really, really diddy, but thank God she didn't need any intensive care or any whatever. She was fine. She was small. She wasn't wearing micros. All the clothes was micro because she was so small, but she was so healthy. She had the loudest scream and she is an absolutely blessing. For anybody who had the privilege to know my 4-year-old Alana would know she is a special little person. She's a person who made me a mom. So I just wanted to share this story with you to basically just encourage you and let you know that anything that you do go through in life, if you do have the family around you, please, 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 please rely on these family members. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Honestly, don't be afraid to say, I can't do this. Don't be afraid to say, I need help. I need help. Don't let anybody tell you it is just morning sickness, because people have habits of telling you, oh, so on and so on and so on, had morning sickness, oh, she was fine after that. No, go to the hospital and seek help. Go to the hospital and get that infusion. Go to the hospital and get that ondansetron. All right, go to the hospital and get that cyclizine, because cyclizine could work for you, you know. So do go and get help. I hope you did enjoy this video. I'm sorry if it's too long. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I think you definitely should subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Do leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think. If you do know anybody who has suffered from hyperemesis, if you have suffered from hyperemesis yourself, so write me and leave me a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with anybody that you think may need it. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you on my next video. Bye, guys.